If you were to give this build an NBA comp, who would it be and why?
I would say it's more like Paul George in the sense that at 6'8", he can defend. He can also score in bunches, attack the basket. He's got elite ball handle as well. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this build. The primary thing I want to mention is that if you're with Rise and you can score 3 times in a row, you get that heat check. This is a build that can shoot from anywhere too. So there's not really any limitations to what this build can do.
Now, the starting lineup for the visiting Orlando Magic. At center, Goga Bitadze. At guard, Jalen Suggs. At guard, Markelle Fultz. At forward, Franz Wagner. At forward, Paolo Banchero. The head coach of the visiting team is Jamahl Mosley. It's time to introduce the starting five with your Atlanta Hawks. And forward, 6'8", number 1, Jalen Johnson. At forward, 6'7", number 12, DeAndre Hunter. At center, 6'10", number 15, Clint Capella. At guard, standing 6'5", number 5, DeJounte Murray. At guard, 6'1", number 11, Trae Young. The head coach of your home team, once again, your Atlanta Hawks.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. Our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Now the starting group for Orlando. Backcourt pair for him, Fultz and Suggs. The forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Hawks, outside the wings are Murray and Hunter. Johnson is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1. Well, how long does all of your off-season rest usually last you at the start of the regular season? Like, when do you start to really feel the games again?
You know, the fatigue comes at you fast, Kevin. So that rested feeling only lasts about a couple weeks. Nothing wears you out like playing NBA ball.
Now, here's Wagner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Clint Capella. Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
Exceptional, clever passer. Trae Young won't sleep on a wide open guy.
Fultz against Young. Wagner outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's the Hawks with the ball. On its way from Young for 2. That misses off the backboard. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. Wagner, the basket good off the assist from Fultz.
And Fultz is a solid distributor, good at finding ways to get his guys involved.
On its way from Young for 2. They grab their own miss, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. First quarter, just over a minute played. Up top, Fultz, defended by Young.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
Hunter kicks to Young. Over Fultz. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Fultz, the pass to Banchero. Here's Bitadze. Wagner outside. 6 to shoot. Over Hunter. And it's Wagner missing.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Murray, the pass to Johnson. Here's Young. Bank shot, no good.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And Trae Young may have taken it personally that he was drafted 5th in that stacked 2018 draft.
And GA, that draft was full of superstars. But you're right, he's played the most NBA games out of the top 5 picks in that draft.
Now, here is Young. Another miss by Young.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Wagner. Passes it to Fultz. A three-pointer is right on target.
And Fultz pulling from deep is a thing of beauty. Consistent in terms of burying those long ones from beyond.
Magic leading by 3. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Looking now at some numbers for DeJounte Murray. Last outing for Atlanta, it was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
You know, sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong. Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Well, they're still young, but the Magic, Greg, are becoming one of those league pass teams. Like people want to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some players, leaving aside any rooting interest on my part, they've got some young fellas that are definitely intriguing to watch.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bay comes in for Johnson. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Murray.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Young's shot is good.
Yeah, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Fultz against Young. Driving the lane and finished off by Fultz.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
and it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Young's shot is good.
Multifaceted as Trae Young may be, everything still starts with that jumper.
Fultz the pass to Wagner. Isaac kicks to Fultz. Wagner on the wing. Offline with his three.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
A nice shot by Griffin.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Now here's Fultz. He's got 7. Pass to Wagner. Isaac up top. Fultz against Young. Back to Isaac. Takes a 3. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 6. Inside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
An absolute sharpshooter with this quick release. Bogdanovich gets it to go.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fultz finds Isaac. Okongwu against Wagner. Pass to Black. Off on the layup.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense.
14.
Magic lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
Here's Murray, still without a basket. Hunter is out there with Johnson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Griffin in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And the dunk by Capella.
He is active on the offensive glass. Clint Capella will punish you for not putting a body on him.
And one of the great rebounders in this league, Clint Capella, plays that role as well as anyone.
Greg, on a per-minute basis, few players are better. Sharp anticipation, works at it, and many of his points come from the offensive glass.
And Greg, when they talk about youth development, the days are gone when coaches divided guards and bigs when it comes to skill work. Well, when did that change?
It's kind of a recent development, maybe the last 10 or 15 years, but it's amazing how the game has evolved.
He misses the free throw. For this young Orlando team, last season GA was a huge step forward.
A 12-win improvement, taking a giant step forward offensively. Their top 5 scorers, all under 25 years old, a very bright future in Orlando.
Good on the second free throw. And Smitty, here we have Atlanta consistently knocking on the door in a crowded Eastern Conference.
You know, Kevin, they have added talent. Unfortunately, so has the rest of the conference. But Atlanta's still young, and they have room to grow.
Orlando leading. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Anthony down low. He's covered by Murray. Anthony's shot is off.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Magic. They've led by as much as 10. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
Aggressive is one thing. Careless is another. You want to stay balanced and poised.
Here's Anthony. following the score by DeJounte Murray. Shot, high post. Anthony missing again.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Griffin. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Griffin's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Anthony looking it over. Rebounded by the Hawks.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Tips it up, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 4 this quarter.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
The Magic trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Anthony. Murray with the defensive effort.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
And here's Johnson outside, and it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Anthony with it. Scoreless thus far. Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. The Magic again can't hit.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And they continue to control the glass.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, DeJounte Murray grew up in South Seattle. He said a lot of stuff goes on. It was rough. But NBA veteran and fellow Rainier Beach graduate Jamal Murray tried to help him. Murray says he always stayed positive with me and my family. He'd say that kid has a chance. And every summer we played pickup. I knew I could be okay if I stayed working. Kevin?
And he did. D.A., thanks so much for the report. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Johnson. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for A.J. Griffin. Young, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Magic trail by 9. And a guy who fills up the stat sheet across the board, Steve. DeJounte Murray.
His length and athleticism shows up at both ends, Kevin. A good rebounder for a guard. And beyond the numbers, he comes up with some clutch plays.
Here's Black. Still scoreless. And he gets the bucket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Count that one. Young's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Hawks.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Here's Black. Goes back up. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Young fires away from outside. Again, Young missing. Capella kicks to Okongwu. And the pass to Murray. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young. Offensive rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. And here is Suggs. Passes to Black. Isaac left side. Offensive rebound. Here's Bitadze. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Murray finds Bogdanovic. On its way from Young for 2. And he connects with the jumper. Young's got 12 in the game.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Wagner passes to Black. And Capella sends it back.
We've been spoiled by watching Clint Capella do this for years and years. He's such a skilled defender.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And so it's Atlanta looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
Shaq, was anyone boxing out? I mean, if they didn't box you out like this, you'd have 50 just on offensive rebounds. I mean, they got to put bodies on bodies or fundamentals.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. On the court for Orlando, forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero. Backcourt pair for him, Fultz and Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. And it's out of bounds, last touch by Capella. Now let's take a look at the scoring breakdown tonight, divided between the starters and the reserves for the Magic. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. It's a 13-point game. Steve, thinking back to the 2018 draft, Atlanta made a trade that day with major ramifications.
Kevin, yes, they did. At the core of it, it was Young for Doncic. It might have been easy to second guess at first, but Young has had an enormous impact on the Hawks.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Banchero. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
The power behind Banchero's move. The rookie pushes his shot through despite the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off. Greg, here he is, the first overall pick of the 2022 draft, Paolo Banchero.
And the top pick because he's a 6'10" playmaker. Banchero has a tremendous feel for the game, great vision, passing it, and endless potential offensively. And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
Now here's Fultz. He has 7. And finished off by Fultz.
You just can't allow Fultz to get around you. He's effective at using his handle to kind of maneuver around the defense.
Here's Young, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
And the quick feet of Fultz are a problem for the defense, especially when he takes it strong to the hole.
It's stolen by Banchero. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Here's Banchero. Poked away.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Young from outside hits the three-point bomb. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
Trey is just going off. So aggressive on the offensive end.
Here's Suggs. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Let's go, and it's Young. Good time on the assist by Johnson. Young's got 19 points.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Here's Bitadze. He's got 9. Wagner on the wing. Buries it from three-point range. Wagner's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Capella with the bucket.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
The Magic trail by 12. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Orlando Magic is rolling out with some long and rangy athletes. They've got some size and the foundations of an identity. One scout recently said, everyone talks about playing positionless basketball, but they're the only ones who have really said, what the heck, let's do it. Kevin?
They've got a type, don't they, David? Thank you. Atlanta making some changes. Bay comes in for Clint Capella, and A.J. Griffin subbed in for Murray. Orlando also making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Joe Ingles comes in for Wagner, and Anthony subbed in for Suggs.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Here's Bay. That's in coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Wagner. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
To the middle. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And that one's good. Wagner.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Hunter kicks to Bay. Young against Banchero. Young, no good. The Magic trail by 8. Banchero, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Young outside. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Johnson, and the bank shot is good. Johnson's got his 2nd basket.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Here's Fultz, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Team second.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Banchero. so he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
His first, team's first.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of this quarter.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
I know Trey can seem frustrated at times, but to me, that's just his passion showing he cares about the outcome of every play.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu comes in for Johnson, and it's Bogdanovich in for DeAndre Hunter. And so Young nails them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Driving inside. Took him no time at all on that one. Fultz has got 9 points here in the second half.
And you got to get a hand up on Fultz. I mean, he continues to show improvement from the mid-range area of the floor.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Black's checked in for Orlando.
One shot.
What impresses me is the efficiency of Bogey's game. He works so hard to develop that consistency.
1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Wagner missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball together. They were all over.
Griffin shot is good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Up top, Fultz, defended by Young. Fultz, no good. The Hawks leading by 12. To the inside. Here's Bay. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Chalk up 2 there.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Here's Black. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Black, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Young. Can't hit from 12. And so it's Atlanta with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint. How about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Johnson is out there with Hunter. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm. Now
Anthony. Pass to Bitadze. Back to Anthony from outside the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Suggs with the ball. No good on the shot. Murray with the defensive effort. Here's Okongwu. Nice defense from Wagner. The Magic trail by 15. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Bitadze with the bucket.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Here's Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now here's Anthony. Makes it off the glass. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. At one point, they led by 16 over Anthony. Young, no good. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Suggs. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson finds Young, and he gets it to go. Young's got 17 points here in the second half. The Magic trail by 15. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bitadze. 5 to shoot. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here's Young from the arc. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one. From past the arc. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Trae Young. And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Hawks leading by 11. Young pass to Murray. Back to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Young's got 31 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Fultz with the ball. Johnson's there. Another miss by Orlando.
And that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Young for 3. Kept alive by Atlanta. Capella with the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 15.
Very adaptable. Capella knew that shot was going to be contested and made the subtle adjustment.
Poke loose. Here he goes.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. And no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Murray finds Hunter. Here's Young, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Fearless attacking the heart of that defense. Young is willing to take punishment to get his points.
And that one falls for Young. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Atlanta. And a switcher also for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. The Magic trail by 17. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Fultz the pass to Wagner. Down low. Here's Banchero. And that one goes long.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Baseline try. Young's shot is off. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It could definitely be considered a statement win for the Hawks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year. And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Clint Capella.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Now, here's Fultz. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. It's stolen by Johnson. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one, good. Young's got 37.
And they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Mo Wagner.
And so he hits the technical free throw. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now the pass to Harris. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here's Bay. Off the mark. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Trey, this is a young team, so what is the chemistry and connection that lets you play together so well?
If you're around us outside of the locker room, you can tell why we support each other so well, and the energy we have for each other on the court. You can tell the reason why we do that, and I love this group.
Well, congrats on the win, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin?
Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.